come from a big family. Of course, you're married now. Is it, again, not to get too personal, but I'm sure at some point you may say, hey, we want to decide to have our own family, whether the numbers be one or two or whatever, but family is something that's always been in your mantra. Hey, I'm going to be, your faith is obviously huge, but your family is so important. Athletics have been a great part of your life. There's a lot of balance there in the Chow life.
There is, and I want to make sure that the record is set straight. It's all about, our faith in Jesus Christ, and that's our rock, that's our foundation. My wife and I obviously growing up with my family. My wife comes from a big family, so that was a big. I think that's part of what led to us linking up and being attracted to one another, is the idea of starting a family together and basing it off of a love for God and a love for each other. And so yeah, I mean, we've talked about the kids aspect of it, but we're still navigating those decisions as we go. So but yes, like you had mentioned, our faith, family, and then sports is really secondary to those things. That's just a thing that we'd like to do, and it's I recognize that I have a gift. God's given me a passion for it, for the game, and I really feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm competing and when I'm training, or whether it's coaching. I was doing some coaching back in the area after college, so just enjoying the game and enjoying the relationships that come with it, and helping other kids and all that stuff. It's all good stuff. So,
all right, let's talk about the current situation, which is you're playing basketball in Omaha. So take us through your team. How many guys are on the team? I'm sure there's guys from all over the country, maybe even from different parts of the world for that matter. But how are you fitting in right now on your team?
Yeah, so our roster is made up of, we have 10 or 11 guys on the roster right now. We've had a couple injuries, so we're bringing some guys in. But I would say a decent majority of the makeup of our roster are players from the Omaha area. I'd say we probably have about 50-50, 50% of guys that played in Omaha, and then 50% of guys that are out of towners. And all, professional. It is professional basketball. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like, the money's great, but this league is, it's an exposure league. It's not like some of the guys on the team aren't getting, we're all making a salary, we're all getting paid. They're trying to make this league, attractive to people that want to stay in the States and have an experience playing professional basketball. I'd say a decent amount of guys on our team are trying to use this as a chance to springboard to something for the fall. This is an off-season league. It's only 3 months in the spring and summer, but we're trying to get tape. We're trying to get highlights. We're trying to get some statistics out there so that other scouts and stuff can see that stuff and hopefully land a contract for the more traditional basketball season later on in the year. I think we have at least 3 or 4 guys on the team that have played in the G League, have G League experience. Our team owner is a professional basketball player himself. He's played in the G League for a number of years. He's not a player on this team, but he's, a kind of like a peer age of mine. He's a young guy in his 20s, from Omaha. So there's that going on. We play 24 games in the season. We play 2 games every weekend. So we're either playing a back-to-back, either Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, or we're going Friday, Sunday with a day in between. As far as the travel goes, we get in a van or a bus, and our division is the Central Division. So we play teams in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Those are the teams in our division. And then I think based on how we do in this regular season determines there is a playoffs. I'm not sure exactly what what you need to be seed wise or standing wise to make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. The rules are NBA rules. They're trying to give the talent in this league is good. I think it's underrated because you think, oh, TBL, nobody really knows about it, and myself included, I didn't really know about it before I came out here. But there's a lot of guys. For example, we played a team from Oklahoma in our first game, the Enid Outlaws, and I think 4 out of their 5 starters played high major Division I college basketball. One played at Kansas, the other one was Arizona, Oklahoma State, Creighton. So, there's some players in this league, and even our team, like I said, there's three or four guys that have G League experience. In addition to that, another 2 or 3 or 4 that have played overseas, the Czech Republic, Mexico. Those are some of the places that guys came from to come and play here. So it's very competitive. I'm very grateful to be, have an opportunity here. As far as how I'm fitting on the team, I think I'm fitting in pretty good. I think I am, I'm in a reserve role, so I come off the bench. I've playing about half the game, and my job right now is, I'm a good shooter, so that's my role on the team, is come in, knock down shots, provide a little spark offensively, compete defensively, and my goal is to, as I continue to get more rhythm and more comfortable. This is the first time I've really played highly competitive basketball since college, and since I had surgery. So I think I feel good about my chances to slowly grow into a more prominent role and improve myself as this summer goes on. So that's kind of how I'm fitting in and how I'm seeing things.
Playing basketball again, out there with your wife, new challenges. So, right now, in a sense, you're kind of living a little bit day by day, knowing week by week where things may go. But, is there like no pressure right now in the sense of, hey, right now I think I'm here for a reason. I'm going to do my best, and wherever path this takes me, down the road, 3-6 months from now or a year from now, you're going to try to find it?
Yeah. So I think, I'm taking that approach. That what you had mentioned, no pressure. There's pressure, but I think I'm in a good place right now to not be allowing that pressure to, affect me in a negative way. I mean, I want this thing, so there's like pressure innately because I want to do well, and this is something that, I feel that I believe in myself that I can do this. So but I do feel good about the idea of like just being grateful, being thankful for the opportunity. I've been praying for an opportunity since I've been getting healthier and, wanting to find something. And to be honest, this is such a great situation where I can get a gauge of where I'm at. And this season is only 3 months, and, it's not like I'm locked into something super long term. This is all just as like a springboard. So, that is how I'm approaching it. But I am taking this very seriously, and treating it professionally, and trying to, treat it as if, this is what I want to do for a good number of years. So I got off to a little slow start because I had to get a surgery in there and get healthy. But I do feel that you had said in your question, this is where, why I need to be, or God wants me to be. And I do feel that way very strongly because I've been praying, my wife and I have been praying for an opportunity. And when I got the call, I talked to her and she was like, this seems like an opportunity that, that we've been praying for. So it was very quick. Got the call on like a Friday. I asked if I could have through the weekend to decide. And this was back in March. And then on Tuesday, we packed up the car and we drove out to Nebraska. So, that I do feel like God has me here for a reason. This is not something that I just did on a whim. This is something I've been preparing for, something I've been praying about, and I am here, giving it putting my best foot forward, trying to make the most of this experience.